What Lonzo Thinks is a wide-ranging, free-flowing discussion where I offer my unsolicited views on everything from music, movies, politics, sports, religion, pop culture, you name it. If it's happening, I'm talking about it. My thoughts unsolicited, nobody cares. But if you do care, comment below and let me know that you do care. And I am back, continuing my PRiNCE series, my deep dive PRiNCE series. And what I'm doing is I'm making up a playlist, an imaginary playlist that I would use if I was stranded on a desert island, never to return, or sent away to some sort of God-forsaken planet or something, ice planet, the planet Hoth, and never to return. And I get to take a playlist, and I can only listen to one song from each PRiNCE record. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing a deep dive into my favorite song from each PRiNCE record and the song that I would take with me to the God-forsaken place where I will live out my days. Now, don't get it twisted. It might not be per se the best song from each album, but my favorite song, the song that I think would do me the most good, should I say, during my hopefully long and lonely time in oblivion. All right, so my last show I did Mountains from the Parade album, and next up is one of PRiNCE's most popular records, and many say his best record ever, Sign of the Times. Now, anyone who knows me, who has listened to my many shows, anyone who's ever talked to me when it comes to PRiNCE, everyone already knows what my song from this record is going to be, and it's not even a mystery. It is the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. Now, in my opinion, my humble, arrogant opinion, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is the greatest song ever written, composed, sang, you name it, in the history of mankind. It is my absolute favorite song of all time by any artist. Of course, PRiNCE is my favorite artist, so everything starts from there. But in my opinion, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is the greatest song in the history of mankind. And I know I'm right, so there's no debate there. So if you've been following me, subscriber, then you know I've already done a show dedicated to my love for Dorothy Parker. So I'm not going to be redundant and say the same things I've already said, but I will just kind of briefly summarize my thoughts about Dorothy Parker. In my opinion, it's the deepest, most thought-provoking song. It's the most visual song I've ever heard, and it is PRiNCE at the absolute apex of his brilliance. Just absolute. This song, words, hyperbole. I mean, there are just not enough words in my vocabulary to accurately convey what I feel when I hear this song. It is just one of the most amazing things to listen to. And it's one of those songs where, and I'm sure there are plenty of songs, and you know, if you're listening, that if you listen to it once, you gotta listen to it twice. If you listen to it twice, you gotta listen to it 4 times. I mean, to me, that's how it is with Dorothy Parker. It's very hard for me to listen to that song just once and then walk away. I've got to listen to it again and again and again. I just can't. It's impossible for me to just listen to this song once. It just kind of is what it is. Even, you know, if I'm driving or something, if it plays, I got to run that sucker back. I mean, I think the only time that I can listen to it and not run it back is if I'm in the shower. And I'm not going to jump out the shower ass naked, you know, just to run it back and like slip and fall and hurt myself. How you going to explain that to the coroner? You know, how did Mr. Anderson die? You know, he jumped out of the shower, slipped, and cracked his head wide open trying to listen to the Ballad of Dorothy Parker one more time. And then, you know, inevitably, you know, you got the emergency personnel there standing over my dead naked body saying, "What the hell is the Ballad of Dorothy Parker? It's a PRiNCE song." You mean this motherfucker died over a PRiNCE song? Yeah, this motherfucker, he deserved to die, stupid ass. Okay, I'm digressing. Why am I talking about being butt ass naked, jumping out of my shower? Okay, I gotta stop. All right, but yeah, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. Once again, I'm not gonna be redundant and just kind of go over it again. But once again, it's it's a murky song, and there's obviously everybody knows the story behind it because it has a murky sound to it. Prince had just moved into his new studio, had a studio built at his home, and had a mixing board that he just had installed and everything. And he and his engineer Susan Rogers were working on Dorothy Parker, and they recorded it. And unknown to them, the board was only running at half power, and that gave it the murky sound. And instead of redoing the song, Prince was like, "Oh, wait a minute, I think I'm on to something here. I'm keeping this shit." And it was a great decision because the sound of Dorothy Parker is like foreboding. It has this mysterious, and murky is the best way to describe it. It just has this you can like cut it with a knife. And the instrumentation, I mean, there aren't a whole lot of instruments, but the instrumentation, the arrangement is just once again to die for. When it comes to arranging songs, Prince, no one could touch him by a mile. Dude knew how to put a song together for sure. And the vocal arrangement, his vocals on this song are just fucking-nificent. Oh my God! And I'm not gonna bore myself or scare you away by trying to emulate his singing voice or whatever. But I mean, the lyrics, of course, the song is just so deep and immersive, and it's easy to close your eyes and just take yourself to where Prince is trying to take you, into that diner where he and this waitress are having this deep philosophical conversation. And in my opinion, and once again, it's all about interpretation, but I think Dorothy Parker, what he's talking about, is metaphors for sex that he's talking about. But that's just me. It could be, who knows, it could be God that he's talking about. You never know. With Prince, you really don't know. And he never said exactly what I think. If he did, I kind of missed out on it. So anybody out there has heard Prince say anything about Dorothy Parker, please let me know. But once again, it's just a beautiful song, and it has a jazzy feel to it. It has just this deep, thick, heavy jazz influence to it. And it's a song that, you really have to love music to really get deep into a song. 'Cause I think the layperson, if they just hear this song just off the cuff, they'll be like, whatever, next. I mean, and I can understand that because, once again, with this music, Prince challenges you with his music. To me, I always felt that I felt up to that challenge, and I appreciated that challenge because it's one thing to just listen to music. It's another thing to feel music, to be a part of the music. And Prince had this knack of making you part of the process, and I appreciate that. I'm so appreciative of that because, once again, it's the soundtrack and the fabric of my life is music. And to this day, even though he's gone, he's dead and buried or cremated, he's gone, but the music lives forever. And that's why, and to this day, I can still listen to all of his stuff over and over again. It always feels new to me because, once again, he's one of those artists where if you listen to his music, if you listen to the song 2, 3, 4 times, you might hear something different every single time. It's just that immersive, and I'm really, really appreciative of that. And once again, in my opinion, when it comes to instrumentation, lyrics, the vocal majesty, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is the greatest song I've ever heard. It's lyrically the greatest song I've ever heard. And I stand by that 100%. And you can't even prove me wrong because, damn it, I'm right. Dorothy Parker, the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is Prince's greatest song. It's the greatest song in the history of music on this planet. I stand by that shit 100%. And once again, you cannot talk me off that ledge, so don't even try, okay? But I do want to know what you think. Am I right that the Ballad of Dorothy Parker, in your mind, that the Ballad of Dorothy Parker is the greatest song ever? And if it isn't, tell me why. You're wrong, but tell me why anyway. I still want to know, okay? I still want to know. So I need you to subscribe. I need you to sign up for notifications. I need you to help me get the word out. Once again, if you run across a stranger, tell them to subscribe to What Alonzo Thinks. If you run into a neighbor, tell him or her, to subscribe to What Alonzo Thinks. Family member, subscribe. Co-worker, damn it, subscribe. Your boss that you hate, damn it, subscribe. Anybody, I don't care who it is. The bum on the street, subscribe. But just don't get the coronavirus. Make sure you're keeping your distance. But once again, hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Twitter at whatlonzothinks. Email me, whatlonzothinks@gmail.com. Comment below, let me know. I look forward to seeing what you have to say about this particular show in particular. I'm always interested in hearing and finding out what people think about this song because it means so goddamn much to me. So I really, really, really want to know what you think about the Ballad of Dorothy Parker. So once again, hit me up, subscribe, let me know what you think because, once again, I just told your punk ass what Lonzo thinks. Bye.